Welcome, gents. Evil people thrive on control, manipulation, and exploiting weaknesses, but what happens when they encounter someone they can't easily manipulate? That's where the Sigma male comes in. A Sigma male is a unique breed, calm, independent, and fiercely self-reliant. He walks his own path, refuses to conform, and possesses a sharp ability to see through lies and deceit. But here's the truth. Your strength, your independence, and your refusal to play by their rules make you a threat to these toxic individuals. They'll try every trick in the book to unsettle you, but their schemes often backfire because of one simple fact. They don't understand you, and that's your power. If you've ever felt like the world misunderstands your quiet confidence, or if you've faced people who seem determined to bring you down, remember this: their actions aren't about you. They're about their own insecurities. Your ability to rise above it all is what sets you apart. In this video, we'll expose the dark tactics evil people use when they realize you're a Sigma male. More importantly, we'll arm you with wisdom and encouragement to stay unshaken. You're not just a Sigma male, you're a force to be reckoned with. Stick around, because understanding these behaviors can sharpen your ability to navigate life with even greater strength. And let's dive into 12 things evil do when they recognize you as a Sigma male. Your Sigma journey is just getting started. So gentlemen, stick around with me until we get to the very end. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Number 12. Discredit their wisdom. Evil individuals often try to discredit the wisdom of a Sigma male, downplaying their intelligence or dismissing their insights in subtle but intentional ways. They may roll their eyes at your suggestions, interrupt your ideas, or casually remark that you're overthinking things. All calculated moves to undermine your influence. Their goal is simple: to make others doubt your capability and to plant seeds of insecurity in your mind. They hope to diminish the respect you've earned and shift the focus away from your clear, logical approach to problems. This tactic often stems from their own insecurities. They feel threatened by your ability to see through complex situations, think critically, and make sound decisions without relying on the opinions of others. By discrediting your wisdom, they aim to level the playing field, or more accurately, tilt it in their favor. But they fail to realize that for a Sigma, actions will always carry more weight than words. While they're busy trying to disprove your worth, you're quietly proving it through results. In the end, their efforts usually backfire. People aren't blind to the contrast between the noise they create and the calm efficiency with which you handle challenges. And for those who might briefly fall for their narrative, it's only a matter of time before your consistent, reliable nature sets the record straight. The Sigma's wisdom doesn't need validation. It's self-evident. And no amount of discrediting can erase that. Number 11. Provoking you in public settings. Evil people thrive on creating chaos, and when it comes to someone like you, a Sigma male who exudes calm and control, they see an opportunity to dismantle what they can't emulate. Public settings become their stage for provocation. They'll throw out sarcastic remarks, twist your words, or challenge your ideas in a way that seems harmless to onlookers, but is intentionally designed to get under your skin. Their goal is clear: to bait you into losing your composure in front of others. Imagine a meeting where a coworker interrupts you repeatedly, dismissing your ideas with subtle mockery, or at a social gathering, someone makes a personal jab, phrased as a joke, while watching closely for your reaction. They're banking on you snapping, raising your voice, or showing even a flicker of frustration. To them, an emotional outburst is a small victory. They want others to see you as unstable or easily rattled, eroding the respect you command naturally. What they fail to grasp is your mastery over your emotions. While they're busy trying to pull you into their drama, you stay centered, refusing to give them the reaction they crave. Instead, you respond with quiet confidence, turning their attempt to humiliate you into an awkward moment for them. Your ability to maintain control not only frustrates their plans, but also reinforces the respect others have for you. In the end, their provocation only reveals their own insecurity, while you remain untouchable. Number 10. Creating chaos to force a reaction. Evil people thrive on drama because it's their way of controlling the environment. When they encounter a Sigma male, someone who remains calm and unshaken no matter the circumstances, it frustrates them. They see your composure as a challenge, something they're determined to disrupt. To achieve this, they'll go out of their way to create chaos, stirring up problems that don't need to exist, all in an attempt to force a reaction from you. Picture a coworker who deliberately miscommunicates details about an important project, causing confusion and delays, then sits back to watch how you handle the fallout. Or someone in your personal life who exaggerates small misunderstandings into major conflicts, trying to drag you into their whirlwind of unnecessary drama. Their aim is simple. They want to see you snap, lose your cool, or act out of character because it makes them feel powerful. What they fail to understand is that chaos doesn't unsettle you, it sharpens you. While they're busy trying to push your buttons, you're calmly assessing the situation, finding solutions, and staying steps ahead of their manipulations. Your ability to keep your head while everyone else is losing theirs doesn't just frustrate them, it exposes their true nature to others. In the end, their attempts to disrupt your peace only highlight the depth of your emotional strength and the shallowness of their need for control. You don't play their game because you've already mastered it. Number 9. Stealing credit for your achievements. Evil people have a knack for sniffing out greatness they didn't create, and when they see you excel, their first instinct is to hijack your success. They watch you closely, waiting for the perfect moment to swoop in and claim credit for what you've done. They rely on your low-profile nature, knowing you're not the type to boast or shout about your achievements. To them, your humility is a weakness they can exploit. But here's where they get it wrong. They assume your silence means indifference. What they don't realize is that your work speaks for itself, and over time, it becomes impossible for anyone to deny where the true talent lies. Still, their attempts can be frustrating and even enraging. Picture a coworker who takes an idea you've spent hours refining and pitches it as their own in front of the boss. Or a so-called friend who uses your insights to impress others without so much as a nod to you. They thrive on stolen glory, thinking you'll let it slide because you avoid unnecessary conflict. What they fail to understand is that you're strategic, not passive. You know when to step in and set the record straight, and when to let their hollow victory crumble under its own weight. Every Sigma knows the truth eventually surfaces. Your focus isn't on applause, it's on mastering your craft. That's what makes their tactics temporary and your legacy unshakable. Number 8. Weaponize social isolation. Evil people understand that Sigma males value their independence and often prefer solitude over the chaos of constant interaction. But instead of respecting this, they see it as an opening to isolate you even further. They'll spread rumors to paint you as aloof, difficult, or too good for others. In group settings, they'll work behind the scenes to alienate you, creating tension where none existed. Their goal is clear: to make you feel unsupported, cut off, and weakened. What they fail to grasp is that solitude isn't a punishment for you, it's your strength. While they think they're backing you into a corner, you're quietly using that space to reflect, strategize, and grow sharper. Instead of feeling abandoned, you embrace the silence and turn it into fuel. For instance, when a colleague spreads lies to make you the outcast of the team, they're betting on you becoming demoralized. But instead you use the distance to focus on delivering work so outstanding that it commands respect, no matter how hard they try to smear your name. What they don't see is the mental clarity and focus you gain from not being tangled in their petty games. While they waste energy manipulating others, you're strengthening yourself, finding solutions, and staying 2 steps ahead. The harder they push to isolate you, the stronger and more unshakable you become. In the end, their efforts only prove that their weakness is no match for your quiet resilience. Thank you for being a valued subscriber, gents. Your ongoing support is greatly appreciated and motivates us to continue creating meaningful content. We truly value your engagement. Number 7. Feigning admiration while plotting your downfall. Evil people have a subtle yet dangerous tactic. They hide their envy behind a mask of admiration. They'll flatter you in public, showering you with praise that seems genuine at first glance. They'll compliment your work ethic, your independence, or your achievements, anything that makes you stand out. But beneath the surface, they're crafting a web of lies to tear you down. What makes this tactic so insidious is its stealth. These individuals aren't openly hostile. Instead, they blend in, pretending to be allies or even friends. Imagine a coworker who loudly applauds your accomplishments in a meeting but then whispers to others that you only succeeded because of luck or favoritism. Or a so-called friend who gushes about your talents in front of others but spreads subtle rumors behind closed doors to make people question your character. Their goal is clear: to chip away at the respect and trust others have for you, one calculated move at a time. They want to create cracks in the solid foundation of your reputation, hoping to make you doubt yourself or lose the support of those around you. But their plan has a flaw. They underestimate your ability to see through facades. You don't thrive on surface-level validation, and you're too perceptive to miss the inconsistencies in their behavior. While they waste energy on deception, you continue to stand firm, letting your actions speak louder than their false words. In the end, their betrayal only highlights the strength of your character. Number 6. Test your boundaries relentlessly. Evil people are relentless in testing boundaries, especially when faced with someone like a Sigma male, whose independence and self-respect set the bar high. They start subtly, often disguised as harmless gestures. A colleague asking for just a quick favor, but constantly piling more work on you, or someone dropping by unannounced and overstaying their welcome, dismissing your need for personal space. These small invasions might seem trivial, but they're calculated moves to test your tolerance. When you don't immediately react or push back, they escalate. They'll demand more of your time, question your decisions, or try to undermine your confidence. For instance, a manipulative coworker might ignore your boundaries by interrupting your focus with endless, urgent distractions, hoping to throw you off balance. Or a so-called friend might guilt-trip you into saying yes to things you've clearly declined, testing if your no is negotiable. What they're really looking for is a point of weakness, a crack where they can exert control. But this is where their strategy backfires. Sigmas aren't afraid of confrontation when it's necessary. You don't explode or overreact. You draw your line clearly and calmly, making it known that your boundaries are non-negotiable. The more they push, the more they expose their desperation, while your unyielding stance only reinforces your strength. In the end, they're left frustrated, realizing you're not someone who bends, let alone breaks, under pressure. Number 5. Turn allies into adversaries. Evil individuals understand that a Sigma male's strength lies not just in his independence, but in the quality of the relationships he chooses to nurture. They know that Sigmas value genuine, deep connections over a wide network of superficial ones. This makes the Sigma's close circle incredibly important to them, and that's exactly why these manipulative people go after it. They'll subtly insert themselves into your inner circle, then quietly sow seeds of doubt about your integrity, your intentions, or your choices, hoping to create cracks in the trust you've built with your allies. It might start with small, backhanded compliments about a friend or colleague, like, "Are you sure they're the right person to trust with that?" Or, "I just don't understand why they're so close to you." Slowly, they chip away at the bond, trying to make you question those you've relied on. The goal is simple: to weaken your support system so that when the time comes, you'll be isolated, alone, and easier to manipulate. But here's the thing: Sigmas are experts at reading people and understanding loyalty. They've built their independence by recognizing when someone's motives don't align with theirs. The moment they sense disloyalty or dishonesty, they cut it off, swiftly and without hesitation. This not only neutralizes the threat, but often reveals the true colors of those who might have been pretending to be allies. While the manipulator thinks they've caused a rift, they've only exposed their own weakness. Number 4. Exploit their reluctance to confront. Evil people often mistake a Sigma male's preference for avoiding drama as a sign of weakness or a lack of backbone. They'll try to exploit this by creating uncomfortable situations, hoping that the Sigma will simply take the abuse or stay silent. It might start as subtle disrespect, a snide comment in front of others, or an attempt to belittle him in a group. And they believe that because the Sigma isn't quick to react, they've found an easy target. What they don't realize is that this calmness isn't a result of fear, it's a conscious choice. For the Sigma, confrontation is something they choose to avoid when it's unnecessary. They understand that engaging in petty drama only drains energy and distracts from more important things. But just because they choose not to get involved doesn't mean they won't take action when it truly matters. When pushed too far, they'll confront the issue head-on, but always with a level of calm and precision that leaves no room for doubt. The Sigma doesn't react out of anger. They respond with clarity and strength, making it clear that their avoidance of drama wasn't out of weakness, but out of wisdom. People who try to exploit the Sigma's reluctance to confront often end up making themselves look foolish when the Sigma finally decides to address the situation. It's in these moments that the Sigma's true power is revealed, not through impulsive reactions, but through measured control and strategic resolution. Number 3. Play the victim to trigger your compassion. Manipulative people know that Sigma males are logical and fair-minded, often willing to help when they see genuine need. So they play the victim, spinning elaborate tales of hardship or mistreatment to tug at your sense of compassion. They'll recount stories of how they've been wronged, exaggerate their struggles, or create crises where none exist, all in the hope of making you feel responsible for their predicament. They count on your tendency to weigh situations logically and think, maybe they do deserve a hand, or maybe I should step in to balance the scales. But this isn't about fairness or genuine need, it's about manipulation. Their goal is to guilt you into helping them, even when they've done nothing to earn your trust or support. Perhaps it's a colleague who constantly blames their failures on bad luck, subtly nudging you to take on extra work for them. Or maybe it's a so-called friend who always needs rescuing but never takes responsibility for their own messes. At first it might seem harmless. A simple favor here, a small concession there. But these people don't stop at one ask. The more you give, the more they take. However, what they fail to understand is that Sigmas don't fall for emotional traps indefinitely. You're sharp enough to recognize when someone is milking your kindness for their own gain. Once you spot the pattern, you detach, leaving them scrambling for another target. It's not coldness, it's self-respect. Number 2, spread misleading narratives. Evil individuals are keenly aware of how elusive a Sigma male can be. His quiet, reserved nature leaves people with many unanswered questions, and for those who want to control the narrative, this is a perfect opportunity. Instead of accepting the mystery, they exploit it, crafting false stories or rumors to fill in the gaps. They'll whisper that the Sigma is untrustworthy, arrogant, or manipulative, anything that plays on insecurities and paints him in a negative light. Their goal is to shift public perception, to make others question the Sigma's true character and motives. The power of these false narratives often lies in the fact that people don't have much to go on. They only know what they're told. This is especially dangerous in environments where the Sigma is quieter and doesn't broadcast his actions to the world. They know that by spreading misleading stories, they can create doubt and potentially damage his reputation. However, here's where the Sigma male thrives: his authenticity. Sigmas aren't interested in proving themselves to others, and that's exactly what makes these lies so ineffective. Over time, as people interact with the Sigma, they quickly realize the truth. His actions consistently align with his words, his integrity shines through, and the false stories crumble. What the manipulators fail to see is that the more they lie, the more they expose their own insecurity and desperation. Meanwhile, the Sigma remains unchanged, unaffected by the noise, his true nature revealing itself to those who matter. Number 1. Challenge their principles. Evil people often misjudge the Sigma male, assuming that everyone has a price or a weak spot they can exploit. When they realize they can't manipulate you directly, they switch tactics and try to challenge your principles. They'll dangle shortcuts in front of you, opportunities that might seem tempting to someone more concerned with immediate rewards than long-term integrity. These offers often come with a subtle undertone of, no one will know, or everyone does it. But what they don't understand is that your principles aren't negotiable. You're not in the business of compromising your values for temporary wins. For instance, in a workplace setting, a colleague might suggest taking credit for a team effort to secure a promotion, expecting you to go along with it. To them, it's just part of the game. But to you, it's a slippery slope you refuse to step onto. You know that a win built on shaky foundations is no win at all. What baffles them most is your calm, yet firm rejection of their schemes. They're used to people folding under pressure or temptation, so your refusal throws them off balance. Your strength lies in your ability to see beyond the immediate and focus on what truly matters: your character, your reputation, and your self-respect. While they chase fleeting rewards, you build something far more enduring. Their offers might seem clever in the moment, but your unwavering principles always leave them exposed and powerless. In wrapping up, as a Sigma male, your independence, strength, and calm demeanor make you stand out, and that can attract both admiration and envy. Evil people target you not because you're weak, but because your presence challenges their insecurities. They try to manipulate, provoke, and undermine you, hoping to shake the foundation of what makes you unique. But here's the truth. Their actions say more about them than they do about you. Every attempt to test your boundaries, exploit your kindness, or distort your character only reaffirms the power you hold. Remember, being a Sigma is not about seeking validation or playing their games. It's about staying rooted in your values, seeing through manipulation, and standing firm when others try to throw you off balance. You have a quiet strength that can't be easily shaken, a focus that can't be easily distracted, and a self-respect that refuses to bend to deceit or intimidation. This is your edge, your armor. So don't let their tactics make you doubt yourself. Use every challenge as fuel to grow even stronger. The world needs people like you, people who value authenticity over pretense, integrity over shortcuts, and peace over chaos. If you've resonated with these insights and want to dive deeper into what it truly means to navigate life as a Sigma, watch this video till the end. It's time to own your Sigma nature fully, unapologetically, and with the wisdom to rise above every obstacle. Thank you, gents, for tuning in, and God bless.